Do you ever feel a little out of place? Everything looks fine, but something feels missing inside. Maybe you try to explain it, but the words just hit a wall. So you stop trying. You're not broken. You're not alone. Sometimes there is something or someone who understands what you're calling for. We just don't hear it until one day we finally do. My body had been talking for years. You just keep muting it. I met people ahead of me who shared their stories, same scars, same fears. For once, I finally felt understood. In this house, the men go out to hunt and still choose to be here. That kind of presence feels new to me. Even the nature around me felt like it was trying to tell me something I needed to hear. I just been too busy to listen. The quiet didn't magically fix my life. It just made clear that I've been too busy to listen to my own heart. I've been so busy being something for everyone else. I never really asked if this is the life I actually want. I was just scared. Scared to lose what I have now. Scared to step out of the story people expected from me. I could carry that fear and regret until everything falls apart. Or I could slowly start taking my life back. On this journey, I found I wasn't as lost as I thought. I'm just exhausted. What I need to grow was always inside me, just buried. For the first time, I felt how beautiful life can be when I allow myself to simply be here, without self-doubt, without judgment. I'm here, and that is enough. In Southport, the first thing I noticed wasn't the landscape. It was the quiet. And when the outside got quiet, I started to hear how loud my life really was. Back home, I'm always filling the gaps. Messages, work, one more video, scrolling at night when I'm already tired, distracting myself from how distracted I already am. If I feel empty, I open my phone. If I feel anxious, I keep working. If I feel lonely, I put on noise. On the surface, it looks like I'm busy or productive, but really, I'm just running away from listening to myself. Here, there was nowhere to hide. No city noise, no constant notifications, just trees, rain, and people living at a different speed. And in that slow tempo, I realized how long I've been ignoring my own heart by distracting with everything else. In that quiet, I start to see something about change. There was no big crisis. From the outside, my life looked stable, looked okay. People around me thought, this is what you're meant to do. You just keep going. And I do love what I do. But something felt off in a way I couldn't explain without sounding crazy. Because most people don't understand why I give up status and money to walk towards something I can't fully name it yet. The truth is, there had been a quiet pain in me for years. Like a small needle stuck inside. Not enough to kill me, but it hurt more, day by day. I wasn't trying to stay busy on purpose. I really believed those responsibilities were urgent that I had to carry them on my own. But looking back, a lot of it was just noise. And the way I grew up, they taught me asking for help is shameful and weak, especially for men. So I tried to hold it all by myself until I simply couldn't anymore. For me, things really shifted when I finally reached out to Kieron and say yes to his invitation. To some people, it might look unreasonable. To me, I knew I had to go. In the end, it doesn't matter whether your turning point looks big or small. What matters is that step by step, you start moving in a truer direction toward the person you actually want to be. One thing that stayed with me was something Kieron's grandpa said. He worked his whole life, like a lot of our parents and grandparents, believing that if you just keep pushing, keep sacrificing, one day you'll finally earn a peaceful life. Almost like heaven is something you only deserve after you've burned yourself out. But walking with him in that countryside, eating simple food, watching him smile at the rain and the wind, I realized something. The heaven we dream about is not as far away as we think. The trees and the soft grass were already there. The laughter in that house, the feeling of being welcome, all of that existed before I arrived. I didn't earn it by working myself to death. I was just quiet enough to notice it. And it made me ask myself, how many good things in my own life have I walked past because my attention was somewhere else? We get so used to scanning for danger, for problems, for what's missing. The good become background noise. I noticed that a kind person, a small moment of rest, a body that still moves, someone who actually cares, they're there. We just don't believe they're enough for us. The same is true looking inside. For a long time, I thought my good was still potential, something I might grow into later if I work hard enough. But on this trip, I started to see that a lot of it was already there. My way of caring, my way of listening, my love for history, movement, teaching. These weren't fantasy. They were real parts of me that I kept pushing down because they didn't seem practical enough, or safe enough, or approved by other people. I was declining my own life while chasing things I didn't actually need. Learning to see that didn't happen overnight. It took me years of small moments, little pauses, quiet walks, uncomfortable questions I stopped running from. This trip itself didn't fix everything, but it felt like a stepping stone, a higher rock that I can stand on now to see my life more clearly. So, if you are listening to this and you feel tired, lost, like you are never enough to deserve a gentler life, I want to tell you this. There are already good things around you, and there is already good in you. They're just waiting for you to stop drowning them in noise. You don't need a big plan today. Maybe all you can do is give yourself 30 seconds of quiet to notice one thing around you that is actually good, and one thing inside you that you know is true. It might not look dramatic, but that's how change often begins. In small, honest moments that no one else can see. I don't have a 7-step formula. I'm still figuring this out. But if any of this feels familiar to you, we don't have to do it alone. This is my journey. Take whatever helps, leave whatever doesn't. And if you want to walk a bit of this road together, I'll see you in the next entry.